Next up, which team has 2 starters selected to the 2021 NBA All-Star Game?
Is it the Nets, the 76ers, the Celtics, or the Bucks?
So many All-Stars, but which team has 2 this year? That's the key. This year. You know that answer, you get some VC.
Yeah, this is an easy one. We love these players too. They've been on 2K TV before.
We are near.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And a chance here to check out some stats for Paul George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5. Oh, that was something else.
Tremendous body control. LeBron takes the hit, sinks the shot, now gets a chance to add another point to his total.
Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Gasol passes to Schroeder. Back to Gasol. Trying to find Schroeder. Gets it to him. Clock at 6. James has a 2-pointer. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. On the wing, George. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Ibaka finds Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Inside. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Schroeder against Beverly. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
Now here's Beverly. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Back to Ibaka. Gasol with the steal. LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. Down low. It's Gasol missing. The Clippers in the lead. Right side, Batum. Ibaka, no luck.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lakers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. To the middle. Kuzma against Zubac. Kuzma passes to Harrell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Continuing to polish his offensive skill set, Harrell's become a go-to scorer from this range.
To the inside. Here's Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Jackson finds Morris. Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I love how competitive Lou Williams is. Always like seeing a small guard attack inside and draw contact.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
James outside. Unloads from 9, and he gets the bucket. James has got 6 points.
Great natural instincts of LeBron. Good decision maker on the pick and roll.
Jackson passes to Zubac, and that one drops for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
2 points. That one goes. 8 points for him. Here is Williams. His last outing, 16 points for him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Shifty with the dribble. Lou Williams knows what to do to get his shot off.
And that one's good. Caruso.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Right side, Williams. Stolen away. 3-on-3. Here's Kuzma. No good on the 3. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Can't get it to fall. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's a physical game.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Kennard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Up top, Leonard. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Leonard, no luck.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Caldwell Pope against Leonard. The Clippers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. George passes to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shots good by Ibaka.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Caruso, defended by Batum. And it's Schroeder missing. Clippers leading by 4. Lobs it up for Ibaka, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The finish, flushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, good anticipation. KCP reads the play, makes the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Now, here's George. D right on him. And Gasol sends it back. Nice break, the Lakers. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. And it's Schroeder missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
It's Schroeder with the drive, and it's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Schroeder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the line for him here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
George looking over the floor. Here's Horton Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And finished off by LeBron.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Down low. Outside for George. High post shot. LeBron grabs the miss. The drive by Schroeder. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
One of the best defenders.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's George. Here's Ibaka. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from James. Schroeder with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's Morris atop the key. Beverly against James. The shot, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a three-point game, and that one's good. Beverly.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Schroeder against Batum. Good on the shot.
He comes off screens like it's an agility course. Schroeder as elusive as they come.
George dishes to Leonard. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Batum. To the middle. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. Second chance shot. Good work defensively by Gasol.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. And finished off by LeBron.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in for Paul George. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Snatched away. It's tipped. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Harrell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harrell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Count the basket.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Offensive rebound, Kuzma, stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Back to James. And finished off by LeBron. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Morris, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kuzma passes to Horton Tucker. And the basket is good. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. And stolen by Harrell.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. Caldwell Pope against Williams. Schroeder outside. Over Beverly. Here's Harrell. Pass to Gasol. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Clippers trail by 4. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Out to Morris. Back to Ibaka. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And it's 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
That's a well-timed play, well executed, and Serge, a quick, powerful roller to work with.
LeBron passes to Harrell. It's stolen by Ibaka. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Inside to tie it up. He lays it in. Ibaka's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gasol kicks to James. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
He gets that one. That's 12 points for Serge Ibaka.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Morris passes to Ibaka. Williams inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Ibaka is right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Schroeder dishes to James. Misses off the right iron. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Morris looking over the floor. Back to Beverly. Morris outside. Clock at 4. To take the lead. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. James kicks to Harrell. And it's Schroeder in the corner. 1:36 left in the game. There's Harrell. Gasol finds Schroeder. Back to Gasol. Lakers working the ball around now. Another shot. And James with the layup. James has got 11 points here in just the second half.
When you need a big bucket, keep it in his hands. LeBron lives for this one.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
As the game tightens, I like it.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nobody near Schroeder. His three-pointers off the mark. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Williams. Pass to George. Here's the three. Morris with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Got it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Good!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
LeBron outside. Oh, no good. Misses. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a...
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome, everybody, to another So a moment now to see the story for Paul D-Agent.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams at the point guard. Now here's Richardson. Charity stripe shot. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
George against Richardson. Shot, high post. And it's George missing. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, remarkable strength with Ibaka, right? Fends off whatever the defense throws his way, converts through contact. That's nice.
And Ibaka, no good on that one. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Over Williams, and it's Dallas with another.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Doncic following the score by Serge Ibaka, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Here's George. It's a nice passing here, but that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Outside, Porzingis passes to Kleba. Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Richardson. The Clippers grab the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That ties the game.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Williams with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Doncic outside. To halt the run. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 7.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a 3. That is tough.
George finds Batum. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Ibaka, no luck. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 6. The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Williams dishes to Ibaka. Williams passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Zinga's high post. Back to Doncic. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. Serge Ibaka. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Morris is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Jackson in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Doncic against Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Brunson against Jackson. The pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Takes the 13-footer. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Doncic passes to Powell. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Doncic, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson looking it over. Powell with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Doncic has got 9.
Well, Powell understands the value of igniting the fast break, getting easy baskets for his team. Nice active hands.
Here's Brunson. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's 6 straight for him on fast breaks.
Here's Beverley. Here's Zubac. And the upcoming schedule. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doncic passes to Brunson. Over Jackson. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Burks is checked in. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Johnson outside. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Drops it in from 11 feet. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brunson the pass to Johnson. The feed to Powell. Pass to Brunson. A floater, and there it is for him. Brunson's got 8. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Passes it to George. One second left, and George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. Serge Ibaka had no problems getting going. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. Richardson finds Doncic. Williams against Richardson. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he makes that one. Richardson's got the first basket of the second half here for Dallas.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson against George.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The Clippers trail. And George, here we go. Right side, Batum. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Batum grabs the miss. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, Paul George smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Mavericks. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Hardaway. Good on the bucket. Hardaway has got 6.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. 1:52 left to play in the third. Hardaway for 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
Richardson dishes to Hardaway. Finney Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. George against Hardaway. Yep, that one goes.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
George with the ball. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. Richardson outside. There's the lob to the hoop, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Some nice passing here by Dallas to the paint. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. George passes to Zubac, and again it's the Clippers missing.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
To end the run, it's Williams with the drive, and it's good on the way in. Williams has got his second basket of the night. Gets it off. He can't get that one to fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with it.
Hey, it's all about who's...
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Mavericks leading by 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Count that one.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Powell with the steal. Now Brunson. Doncic outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Morris, no good. Mavericks shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. Got a piece of it. He dishes it to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's George finishing it off.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Richardson. In the corner, it's Kleba. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Brunson against Williams. Here's Powell. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Doncic feeling it out. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Tries from 10. Goes back up. And the layup by Powell.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
It's tipped. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Ibaka wide open. He fires. But they recover it. They get it back. On the wing, Batum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. Back to Doncic. Now the pass to Porzingis, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 6. Williams dishes to George. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now, here's Doncic. It's good.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
1:33 left here in the 4th quarter. Outside for George. And George with the stuff.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
Richardson outside. Pass to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. And the 3 off target. Porzingis with the steal. Some nice passing here by Dallas. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. George against Doncic. And George, here we go. Count it!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Doncic. Money!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Leonard finds Zubac. On the wing, George. Richardson covering. And George, here we go. Here's Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. Misses the trade. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Lakers. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. Let's take a look at the numbers for LeBron James.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now Schroeder following the 3-point attempt by Josh Richardson. Here's Gasol. It's good.
Gasol is the kind of guy, I mean, if you forget about him, he's going to make you pay. Nice work on the offensive side.
Richardson against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Doncic. Morris looking over the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. When you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, the start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say somewhere in between, because the physical toll, you know, is felt most down the stretch. But you get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it.
Here's the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
All free throws good from Doncic. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron outside. Passes it to Gasol. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Doncic passes to Kleber. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
And see where Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship. With a 7-1 division, Gasol staying aware. I mean, this guy's got game.
It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
A springy guy. Richardson is a great leaper, and he can get way up for it, too.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Schroeder. James looking around. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the shot goes in.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Schroeder dishes to Gasol. Caldwell Pope on the wing. LeBron against Richardson. Over Richardson, Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Kleber kicks to Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kleber, no good. 1:14 left to play in the first. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Now, here is Morris. Hitter passes to Morris. Doncic against Schroeder. That shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. And a shot by Kleba, wide open, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes. Oh, that was something else.
Well, James isn't afraid of taking some risks, especially with how he dribbles the ball. Completely loses the defense that time.
Brunson scanning the floor. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Mavericks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Doncic outside. The pass to Hardaway. Fires the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Johnson is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Caruso looking for an opening. Passes to Horton Tucker. Over Hardaway. The dish to Harrell. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Doncic. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Johnson dishes to Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. To the middle, it's tipped and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Outside Hardaway, and the three ball is good. And now a three-point Maverick lead.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Harrell. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Misses off the left iron. Now the Mavericks with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Powell kicks to Brunson. Lets it go with the three. Rebound by Harrell. Lakers trail by 3. Here's LeBron. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Now here's Hardaway. Defense right on him. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Doncic left side. Brunson with a clean look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. James in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Yes, that goes in. 14 points for LeBron.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. And he's got his first free throw of the game. A different look for Dallas. Johnson, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape it.
Now here's Burke, defended by Gasol. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Burke. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley-Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Back to Caldwell Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for Jalen Brunson. Now the pass to Johnson. Burke looking over the floor. Rejected by Gasol.
You got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Not this time. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Schroeder against Doncic. Down low. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a wide open look for James. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks leading. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Richardson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Doncic with it. Morris is there. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. He's got 6. Takes the 13-footer. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gasol with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's good. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Top of the key, Porzingis. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. All by himself. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it in off the breakaway. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. Launches the 3. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Inside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Mavericks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. James Johnson's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Schroeder, left side, puts up a 3, drains the 3-pointer.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
To the paint. Powell finds Richardson. Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson the pass to Powell. Lock at 6. Down low. Here's Richardson. Unable to get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Harrell with it. Hardaway picks him up. Out to the right wing. Kuzma outside. To the inside. Here's Harrell. Lays it up off the glass. Harrell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Here's Brunson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Brunson's got 6.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
That one good for 2. Brunson's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Brunson up top. He's got 8. Rebound by Harrell. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Brunson. And the baseline jumper, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers lead by 2. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Josh Richardson. Hardaway is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. 6 to shoot. Harrell with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. And he converts the layup. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
High post, Cauley Stein. From 8, Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
He has such a strong presence inside. Cauley Stein can be a hard man to defend in the painted area.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And it's good for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dallas shooting around 41% on the night. Cauley Stein finds Johnson. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Here's Richardson. Drains the 19-footer.
Making good decisions in screen and roll. I mean, we saw that from Richardson at Tennessee, and he's been showing it ever since he's entered the league.
Kuzma, left side. He dishes it to Harrell with his first shot attempt. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein. And he knocks down the first one. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic outside. And the shot is good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's LeBron. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. The pass to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. James covering. Here's Richardson. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Methodical from mid-range. Richardson, an effective shooter, so his teammates trust his shot attempt.
Harrell kicks to Morris. Lakers working the ball around now. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Gasol passes to James. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Right wing. 11 feet away. And again, the Lakers no good.
Make an argument for the kick-out pass there. D had him too bottled up.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead. LeBron outside. Feeds it to Gasol. Kicks it out to James. Los Angeles with another miss.
No, it's just a lucky break from deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
On the wing, Doncic. The shot's good.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And the dunk by James.
I love how James takes hold of these possessions. When his team needs a basket, he steps up to the plate.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Kleba kicks to Porzingis. Doncic outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morris passes to Schroeder. Here's James, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The 3 for Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
With the shot off the mark. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was a thing. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K. GA.
Hey, Kevin, the Clip.
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Paul George.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ball game. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. And that one's good. Beverly. And it should be a good one tonight, Steve. Two teams in the playoff conversation.
This is where, Kevin, we see the talent is there on both sides. Also now, this is where coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
And here are the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Batum. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Schroeder missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Batum with the steal. Gasol against Ibaka. Beverly dishes to Batum. George looking around. Three-pointer. And James pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
From deep. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
The shot by George, no good. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. No good from LeBron.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
James against Leonard. A shot's good from LeBron.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And yes, it's good. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Nobody near Schroeder. Up again, and Gasol able to finish.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Ibaka finds Batum. Back to Ibaka. Outside for George. .107 left in the first. And that one, good. Ibaka's got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's James. And that one drops.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Beverly. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Morris outside to the right side. Here's Schroeder. And it's off from three-point range.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And it's Leonard missing. Lakers trail by 4. Fast break. Here we go. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Gasol. Schroeder's got his second basket.
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Gasol kicks it over to Schroeder. That one a little long. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
The steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Horton Tucker, and it's all evened up. Horton Tucker's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
James, the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to LeBron from deep. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Zubac. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Zubac has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Harrell finds James. And James throws it down hard.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Jackson passes to Zubac. And here's Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Knocked loose. Down low. Here's Zubac. That one goes in. Zubac has got 6 points in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kuzma. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clippers leading by 6. Ibaka with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Caldwell Pope dishes to Morris. Harrell kicks to Kuzma. 1:12 left in the first half. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Kuzma.
Continuing to polish his offensive skill set, Harrell's become a go-to scorer from this range.
George against Caldwell Pope. And that one's good. George has got his first basket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. The Lakers also with a sub. Marcus All's checked in for Harrell. Caldwell Pope finds Schroeder. Right side Gasol. Caldwell Pope outside. And the Lakers with another miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Leonard the pass to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka's turned himself into a good free throw shooter.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point lead. Off target with his 3. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. Schroeder, left side.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marcus Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the 1.
I'll tell you, trying to guard LeBron, it's easy to get frustrated, and it's been that way all night.
Gasol with the steal. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Oh, what a play!
Watch your head. You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also changing it up. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. And the Lakers also making a switch. Harrell's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Clippers leading by 6. Jackson down low. And the pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Horton Tucker, the pass to Gasol. Here's LeBron. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Understanding that defenses are going to guard against the drive, LeBron counters from the mid-range.
Zubac finds Williams. And Kennard wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. James with it. Guarded now by Morris. LeBron passes to Harrell. Back to James. Lakers passing it around. Zubac against Kuzma. Now here's Harrell. He's tightly guarded. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Clippers leading by 4.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well. I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Morris right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for LeBron. Poked loose. Schroeder dishes to Harrell. Back to Schroeder. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Basket counts.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Here's George, and they pick up 2. George has got his second bucket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Horton Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Harrell goes up again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Crazy intensity of Montrezl Harrell, using it to perfection in order to get calls.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And then for the Lakers, Markieff Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Schroeder, left side, no coverage that time. Schroeder's got 8 points.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And George gets it to go.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Pass to Harrell. Schroeder outside, out to the wing, beyond the arc. And no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Clippers on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Schroeder. The shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And George kicks to Leonard. Knocks it loose to the paint. Hangs in the air. And he sinks the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Schroeder with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's Gasol. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard with no one around. The Clippers get another chance here. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Lakers trail by 10. Here's James. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Outside for Batum. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he makes the first.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
LeBron outside, from outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pulls up for 3. And there's Paul George on the assist from Batum. George has got 14 points now in the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. No good with the triple. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Beverley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
No one near James as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Over in the corner, Batum. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Great look, but off the mark. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 10-point game. Over George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley, and the Lakers also making a change. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. James looking around. Caldwell Pope for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the wing, Williams. Back to Leonard. Good D by LeBron.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Clippers leading by 8. Leonard attacking. Good D by James.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. This is where the point guard position is going. Dennis able to manufacture points in critical moments.
Pass to Williams. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Leonard. And stolen by James. Morris with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Morris. James against Williams. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Back to Harrell. Shoots over Leonard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
Listen to this next question very carefully. Which player was the NBA All-Star Game MVP award named after?
Is it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, or Bill Russell? This one should be an easy one, for sure.
So many great players, but only one has that honor.
Good. Let's see the stat sheet here for Paul George.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Batum in at the 4. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Stolen by Beverley. George up top. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Doncic looking it over. Richardson kicks to Kleba. Passes it to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. 5 to shoot. The pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's George, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Doncic with the bucket.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's George. It's hauled in by Richardson. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Baca against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
George gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Dallas needs to get off a shot.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Hits from the high post. Doncic has got his second basket of the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Ibaka. Outside Batum. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Luke Kennard out there with Morris. Then it's Williams. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 2 spot. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Clippers. Inside. Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Brunson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Here's Hardaway. High post try. It's hauled in by Zubac. An even 3-on-3 break. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Here's Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Kennard. And there's the pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Williams. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's Jackson. The Mavericks making the shot. Second shot opportunity. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No luck that time either.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Cauley Stein finds Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's rebounded by Doncic.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Down low, Cauley Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley-Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Beverly. 17 points for him last game against Washington. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Connects from 3-point range.
Able to stretch the floor with that 3-point shot. Beverly looking to capitalize from the perimeter as often as possible.
Hardaway for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hardaway's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Mavs. Here's Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Doncic. The leaner inside. Great positioning on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein one of those guys who fits into that category.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here is George. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time, keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
And the Mavericks making a change here. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throw good, Serge Ibaka. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Doncic with it. Bucket is good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks ahead. They lead by a bucket.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They were a determined team in the second quarter. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Some nice passing here by Dallas. That one falls. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the touch from Porzingis demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Richardson the pass to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Clippers trail by 4. And George, here we go. Left side of Ibaka. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hardaway with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Second chance shot. Beverly wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Beverly's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. Out to Doncic. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so. He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic outside. The 15-footer. Dallas, no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Leonard, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Doncic outside. Looking to end the run. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
To the inside, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Doncic passes to Porzingis to the middle. Richardson finds Porzingis. Back to Richardson. And foul on the shot he'll shoot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Jackson, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
It's stolen by Johnson. They push it up 4-on-3. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. The shot by Williams, no good. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Passes it to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Williams. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. The Mavericks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Clippers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Williams kicks to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Zubac against Johnson. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Brunson scanning the floor. Back to Powell. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. Powell's got his 3rd basket of the night. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Paul George is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. The Mavericks leading. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. Count it.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Richardson. And Leonard has it in the corner. The pass to Zubac. And that one goes long. Mavericks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Pass to Doncic. The teardrop falls in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And George, here we go. Takes it out to Leonard. Takes the three. Kleber with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You forget about the size of Willie Cauley-Stein because of the way he moves out on the floor. Great job of drawing a foul in the paint that time.
Porzingis is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Lou Williams. On the wing, George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Outside, George. Leonard inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. And here is Hardaway. Now, here's Doncic. A clear look for Hardaway. Porzingis looking it over. Stolen by Zubac. Doncic against Beverly. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Back to Hardaway. Five to shoot. And the wing jumper offline. The Clippers trail. Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Outside Hardaway. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out. Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
Here's Leonard. Knocks down the step back J. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Porzingis high post. He kicks it to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And maybe the natural-born leader that Josh Richardson is showing up in a big way.
On the wing, Batum. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Zubac. And that one hits back iron. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Doncic against Beverly. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. The fadeaway. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. A shot by Batum, no good. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
A problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis. Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3 ball.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses there.
Well, this is why they got Richardson. It's because of...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Shot, rims out, Dayfry with the board. Wow.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV Dayfry. Now, your organization had the #1 pick last year. You guys selected JDM, and now you are defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
All we're looking for in this year's draft to kind of help us, try to go back to back is somebody.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Now, here's Kleber. Porzingis from 7 uses the glass to drop it in. Porzingis has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Mavs. Schroeder against Doncic. Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Gasol. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Up top, Doncic. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Now, here is Morris. After Luka Doncic's miss, the drive.
Oh, my goodness! That was special. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Doncic finds Richardson. Here's Porzingis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here's Schroeder. The Lakers rebound. Morris kicks it over to Schroeder. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the inside. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harrell against Powell. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Hardaway finds Brunson. Got a piece of it.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Here's Horton Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The 3 for Doncic. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson, good. Lakers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. To the left side wing. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Powell. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And so it's Dallas with it. From deep 3-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Hardaway in at the 2.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
And he gets the best. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Some changes for the Lakers. Gasol comes in for Montrezl Harrell, and Markieff Morris subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Hardaway. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City. 6 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance. Kleber, no good. Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. For 3, it's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A pass to Porzingis, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Hardaway. Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Passes it to Richardson. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
Oh, yeah. How about Porzingis with the fancy throwdown? Love seeing the big fella finish with that kind of power.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morris. Over to the wing. Horton Tucker, the pass to Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Back to Kleber. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Gasol kicks to Caldwell Pope. Over to the left wing. Here's Schroeder. Here's Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Horton Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Caldwell Pope passes to Gasol. Lakers passing it around. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Marc Gasol.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Kleba, they get it again, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Johnson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Shooter passes to Gasol.
And, you know, for a big man, Gasol's got great urgency to his play. I love the quick action on that jumper.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Doncic right side. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson from 13 feet. It goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Caruso, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5. And here is Doncic. And stolen by James. Fast break, the Lakers. Schroeder leading the charge. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Schroeder's got the first bucket of the third here for the Lakers. Richardson outside. Porzingis high post. Back to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Schroeder against Doncic. Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Out to Doncic. No good on the 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. From deep. Porzingis can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. The feed now to Schroeder. Outside for Gasol. Porzingis with the steal. The shot by Kleba. Wide open. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis high post. Richardson left side. Fades back. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope. Drills the baseline jumper.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Morris against Kleba. Richardson outside. Over Caldwell Pope. Richardson, no luck.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
LeBron outside. He feeds it to Gasol. On the wing, Morris. Over Kleba. Morris, no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Kleba kicks to Doncic. Back to Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. Kleba up top. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
So both teams making some changes here.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Johnson with the block. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. And no good that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Powell in at the power forward. LeBron with the buckets.
You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
Hardaway dishes to Johnson. Now here is Hardaway. Defense is right there. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers trail by 7. Caruso, the pass to James. Here's Caruso. Brunson covering. Kuzma outside. LeBron outside. From 10 feet out, Harrell. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
They get it back. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Kicks to Johnson. A floater. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Back to LeBron. Here's Caruso. Brunson covering. Here's Harrell. Pass to Horton Tucker. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Johnson. Hardaway with a wide-open look, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7.
You know, when James is looking to score, he puts defenders in really tough spots. And when he's aggressive and tenacious, watch out.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Out to Doncic. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Harrell, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. It's blocked, but they get it back. Schroeder finds Caldwell-Pope. Tries again. They shoot again. Kicks it out to LeBron. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Richardson the pass to Kleber. And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. It's LeBron with the drive.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
To the wing on the left. Doncic looking it over. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Marcus All's checked in for Los Angeles. LeBron against Hardaway. Schroeder, right side. Doncic with the steal. And he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And after losing the first of this 4-game series, they've gotten their revenge here tonight, guys, evening things up one apiece with 2 left to play against the Lakers.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
LeBron, no good. Doncic with it. He kicks to Richardson. From deep. Misses the shot. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And in the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.